Hey, what's up you guys? It's your girl Sierra and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, even though I am serving a full motherfucking beat right now, like, guys, this makeup is popping. I look like I'm about to go to a festival, a party, a rave, I don't know, but I love it. It's fun, it's bright, it's me, and yeah. So I'm basically just coming with my weekly update. You know, it's that time every Wednesday. I try my best to get a video out for you guys, so I definitely wanted to come on here. I'm just coming from work. Honestly, I'm real frustrated about that whole experience. Don't even really want to talk about it, but that's how people make me feel sometimes. Just want to take their head and just But anyway, so I want to come on here. I think that I just want to take you guys into Target with me. I'm going to Target because I have to get my vitamins. So I have my multivitamin that I'm taking, but I need to make sure that I'm getting my calcium in, and I do not have a calcium chew, so that's why I came here. And my excuse for the longest was that I didn't have my paper that told me like the guidelines to reference, so I would go and I'd just be lost in the aisles like, what the fuck do I get? Like, so lost. So I got my paper now, and yeah, so I'm just gonna take you guys with me, and hopefully I don't buy the whole store, because that's all your girl does, literally. Like, who goes into Target and gets that one thing that they need? Yeah, nobody. It's so good, you guys. I got what I needed. Hey you guys, what's up? So I know that the quality is a little bit different. The lighting's a lot better. I had to switch from my phone camera to my babe's camera because the lighting just wasn't sitting right. It just kept going out. It was too much changing, so whatever. And then also, as you guys can tell, it is the next day. Last night when I came home, that makeup I just had to get off my face because I was so tired and I just wanted to go to bed. And it was super late anyway, so today's a new day. But I did still want to talk to you guys about what I got from Target, and then I did also want to chit chat with you guys because there's some things that I wanted to mention to you. Being that it is, you know, my 5-week update, I wanted to give you guys a little rundown on some changes and some things that I've been going through. And I hope you guys like this little background. If you guys do not watch my makeup videos or anything like that, then you guys are not too familiar with this background. But if you do, hey, you know, I'm working with it. I'm working on it. I'm also working on getting a vlogging camera, so hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Your girl's birthday is coming up, June 9th. All the Gemini babies out there. Woo-hoo. So hopefully, but other than that, let's just jump right into the vitamins because I really want to explain to you guys what I've learned and some things that I've just, like, you know, been figuring out along the way. First things first, I want to talk to you guys about this paper here, and this is the paper that my nutritionist gave me, and this is all the vitamins that I'm supposed to be taking every day. The dosage and what they're supposed to do for me and how they affect me and everything like that. What I already had before yesterday prior to going to Target was my vitamin D3, my vitamin D3, my Biotin, my vitamin B12, and I had my protein powder and my multivitamin. Now, the multivitamin that I was using was from GNC. Okay, we're not doing that right now, fam. So the multivitamin that I had was from GNC, and this is what it is. It says the Woman's Ultra Mega. And now I know that basically they said that, you know, a lot of people, honestly, I see people taking like freaking Flintstones, like gummy vitamins, which honestly, I don't know why, because there's like a shit ton of sugar in them. But I haven't seen people be like too specific on the type of vitamins you're supposed to take, but the reason why I decided to change the vitamin that I'm using is because I felt that like I had like a lack of energy, or like I just wasn't getting enough. So I wanted to just get something that was on the recommended list. So this is what I've been taking. I want to show you guys what it looks like, because this is the issue that I've been having with it. So this is what it is. It's kind of like one of those hard chewing candies, and it kind of reminds me of like a Now Later, and I'm not too huge of a fan of that because it's like super sweet. It has like 6 grams of sugar in it, and it has like 40 calories. I'm supposed to be taking 2, but the servings and like the nutrients in this seems to be like low, and I'm not sure if I'm like supposed to be doubling the dosage of it or whatever the case would be. I'm not a huge fan of them anyway, so I was just like, you know what, let me just buy some new ones. I bought the ones that were on the recommended list. Yeah, I think that's the right word. I'm not good with grammar, y'all. I'm not good with grammar. So the ones that were on the list was it's called Rainbow Lights. I really like the packaging of this. I don't know if am I weird. I think I'm weird, but it's called Women's One. Honestly, you guys, when I first saw this, like, this shit is a horse pill. Like, this thing is huge. I'm gonna show you what this looks like. Like, this is a big multivitamin, and I honestly like that because I'm kind of like, if it tastes nasty and it has like that vitamin-y taste, I don't want to chew it. So honestly, hopefully, I'm hoping that it just sits with me well, and Whitney doesn't, oh shit, damn. Hopefully Whitney doesn't have any issues with it. One thing I did want to mention, what I like about the Rainbow Light brand, is that they include superfoods and probiotics in it, and it is vegetarian and it's gluten-free. So I'm like really hoping that these are great. Didn't necessarily need the multivitamins, but like I said, I wanted to switch that out because I'm not a huge fan of this freaking Now and Later wannabe shit. Like, it makes me want an actual Now Later. And can we get some like other flavors besides like strawberry, cherry, black cherry, and throw up on the market, please? Just a side note, because that's like every freaking flavor that they have for these damn pills. Okay, so anyway, so the next thing that I needed to get that I did not have, and I knew that I needed to get into my diet, and it's from the same brand, which is the Rainbow Light, and it is the calcium citrate berry wellness, and these are the gummy ones. And I hoped, well, I was looking at these, and they have 400 IUs of vitamin D3, and it's easy to absorb, and it says may reduce the risk of osteoporosis, and gluten-free, soy-free, and basically it has 30 packets, and there's 2 gummies in each pack, so a total of 60 packs. And I opened it just so I could see what the pack looks like, and this is what it looks like. One thing that they did make a note on my chart is that usually calcium citrate packets, they only come with 500 mgs. So you want to make sure that you're getting your right dosage in. So I'm going to have to take 2 packets of this daily in order to rate the recommended 1500 mg amount. So, yeah, so hopefully those are good. They're not hard, they're like squishy, like candy, like kind of like a fruit snack type of gummy, so hopefully I like those. And then next on the list, I wanted to talk about Biotin. Now there's like so many, like, I just want to clear this on the market because, like, you know, I'm in the beauty industry and I just want to put this out there. There's so many hair growth, skin, and nail products on the market, and I really want to talk about like the ingredients that are in these products, and you know how there's so many other ingredients in them that I feel like are unnecessary. And because this particular product that I have here wasn't necessarily on my list, and I just picked this up from ShopRite, and to my surprise it was super cheap, so I really don't know, and I haven't done my research on these ingredients yet, and I should just, like, you know, Google them real quick, but haven't done that yet. But this is what I got from ShopRite, and it's called Nature's Truth, and this is called, it's Biotin. It's fast dissolving, and it won't focus. It won't focus. It's trying to get my face. Let's get this to focus. So it's Biotin, it's fast dissolving, and it says that it has a maximum of 10,000 mcg. And I hate to be really ignorant right now because I do not know what these like mcgs, like I know milligrams, micro anyway, so the biotin in here, so I was reading the back of it, and there's so many other ingredients. There's like mannitol, there's natural flavors, corticosteroid, beetroot powder, cellulose, which is plant origin, dextrose, vegetable citric acid, vegetable magnesium. Like there's so many other things in here, and the list goes on. And I just like, I don't necessarily know if this is going to be effective or not, even though there is a shit ton of biotin in here and supposedly it's going to help. I don't really know. I haven't done like my reviews. Honestly, I picked this up when I was in the store and I didn't have this chart, so I'm just like, it says biotin and it says it's the amount that I'm supposed to be getting in, so I just like grabbed it. But the guy at GNC told me, he was like, you know, be careful with like certain brands because like, you know, sometimes there's only a very minute amount of the actual ingredient that you want to be effective, or sometimes there's none in it at all, or just depending on it, there's, like I said, a whole bunch of different other chemicals that could be honestly harmful or defeating the purpose of why you need to be taking the supplement anyway. So, with that being said, I decided to go back to what my nutritionist told me. Just, I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and getting the right things in and like not playing any games with this. So one of the products that, one of the brands actually that was on the list was Nature's Bounty, and another gummy, which is great because I really like this one. I actually tasted it the other day and I need to, it's got a real strong strawberry smell. It honestly smells like a fruit roll up, and that's what I think it tastes like. So these are the hair, skin, and nail gummies, and I got these from Target, like I said. I think I've seen this at Walmart as well. It's called Nature Bounty Optimal Solutions, and it says it's the #1 brand for hair, skin, and nails. And honestly, I hope that it does help with my skin as well, because I know that with weight loss, a big part of the VSG, everyone talks about, oh, hair loss, hair loss, hair loss. And honestly, I told you guys I haven't really experienced too much of a significant difference in hair loss because I already like kind of would lose hair normally. It's just normal with curly hair, well, for my curly hair. So I was hoping that these would be really effective. So with these, it says that there's 2,500 macrograms. I think that's what they are. I think that's what's mcg. Can someone tell me, like, comment down. Like, I'm literally not trying to be ignorant. Just like school me real quick because I need to know. Go ahead, because you're all gonna do it anyway. So anyway, it says it's 2,500 macrograms per serving, so that means I have to actually double my dosage with this as well. So instead of just taking 2, I take 4 a day. And it says take preferably with a meal. It always says to take preferably with a meal, and honestly, I feel like that works best. It settles easy. I don't have any issues. Whitney is chilling. She's not like, yo, what the hell are these? She takes them. I don't take them all at the same time. I kind of like spread them out, but hopefully the new like the calcium and the new vitamin do the same thing, but with the other ones they set very well, so that's great. Okay, next topic. So basically done with vitamins, got everything that I needed. Now on to the next thing. I know that you guys are probably wondering how I've been with foods. I've been doing pretty good. I've been really just living in like soups and chilies and stuff like that. I did notice with this past week I needed to be a little bit more mindful of like my chili like choices, like, because there is this really really good one from Whole Foods, and I thought that it'd be really healthy because it was, sorry, that happens all the time, and ever since the surgery, y'all are gonna experience it. Y'all gonna know. Y'all are going to experience that all the time. You get, like, it seems like a hiccup, or like you just get like it's a weird sensation. Can't really describe it, but you get the surgery, you go figure it out, okay? So, but basically, I thought the chili was gonna be very healthy because it was mainly vegetables, but I didn't, I wasn't mindful of the carb amount, and like that is very important because there was quinoa in this chili, but it's so good. Anyway, so that is one thing to be mindful of, and I did notice that when I was checking the scale that, you know, there was a difference in fluctuating if I wasn't being mindful of my carb intake and when I was having my carbs. I ever have like carbs is earlier in the day, so like if I have like an earlier snack, whether it be like crackers with cheese, crackers with like tuna for breakfast or something like that, but I would have it only in the morning, and then I'd also have to be really mindful of like sodium intake. And I know that like in like my last videos, I was like, if I showed you guys like food and I was like, oh, it has like a high amount of sodium, oh, I'm not really worried about that. And I'm like, no bitch, you need to be worried about that, because sodium turns to water weight basically, like, and it just causes you to have bloat, and it does make the scale go up, and I'm not trying to have that. Like, listen, we're trying to go down, and I'm not okay with the like the 1 the 2, like the 3 the 5 pound gains because I want to be careless with my sodium intake. So what my goal has been, and like, don't come for me like if this is not something that you approve of, but my personal goal has like literally just trying to stay under like 500, like 400 like grams of sodium. Like, I don't want there to be a lot at all. So that is one other thing that I've been noticing. Now I've also noticed that I try to have like bacon, so I've been trying to have like bacon and like eggs, and like trying to have it up like chopped up really nice and trying to chew it up really slowly, and then also having like the bacon from like I told you guys before that I've had like the egg bites, and the first time I had it was the bacon one, and like it just did not go down well, it did not sit well, it just made me feel ugh afterwards. It just makes you feel like I just feel so disgusting, and like I just want to lay down after the fact. But bacon is not my friend, it just doesn't work with me. What else? I'm trying to think. Ham, it's still like too, like it has to be chopped. Like ham, it has to be chopped up very finely, and it's still fine. It's still a little, you can still feel it, if that makes sense. But my new favorite things right now are like olives, low sodium olives, mushrooms, sauteed onions. Tonight I plan to make like a ground beef, not a ground beef, a ground turkey like taco thing without like the actual taco shell for me, but I'll make the taco shell for my babe. So I plan to do that, and like really get some vegetables in there, because I haven't really been eating too many vegetables, because what I can eat is such a small amount, and like I said before, I really just try to get the protein in, because they say that's what's really important right at this stage. So and then like for my snacks, like it could be like a cut up cucumber. I've been loving, like I could tear up some watermelon, you guys. I love watermelon, like that is my favorite thing, and it just makes me feel so happy because it's like you can eat and drink at the same time with watermelon, and it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm trying to think what else I want to update you guys on. So that's really it with foods. Still getting my water, and like literally I've just been grabbing bottles of water anywhere I look and just drinking, because that's all you can do. Yeah. And especially because I wanted to become more active soon. I really do want to start incorporating some more workouts and be more fit, at least like toning up my arms. One thing that I find that I'm not comfortable with is my arms and the way like the side of my arms look and things like that. Like if you guys can see, I got a jiggly ass arm. That's not cute. Yeah, no. Can we like, yeah. I don't like that. So definitely want to start incorporating something like that. Need to really get on top of meal prepping. And I know it sounds weird because I said I only eat a very small amount, but I need to at least set out my snacks and everything in advance, because the way like my schedule is, and if you have a busy schedule, if you have kids, if you have jobs, and like I have my personal job, which is the YouTube and things that I want to work to get content out for you guys. And then I also have my full-time job with Hand and Stone, where I work 5-6 days a week sometimes if I'm like picking up a shift. Technically, I feel like it's 6 days because I work doubles on Mondays, so it's like literally 6 days. But if I'm working that crazy hectic schedule, I need to make sure that I have my food, because if not, like after the end of work shift, I'm like about to die, you guys. And like that is another thing that I have noticed, is that if you are not eating when you're supposed to be eating, getting your meals in, you're going to feel it. Your body is going to tell you, and it's not good. Like you don't want to sit here and deprive yourself of these things, because in the long run it's going to do you more harm than good. So yeah. Now, I wanted to, as speaking with food and everything like that, I do want to give you guys my updated stats with my weight loss, because this is very, very exciting. Because I know that last video, you guys did hear that I did gain, I think it was 2.3 pounds or 2.2 pounds, something like that. 2 something pounds, and I was not super pissed about that or anything, but I wasn't like super thrilled either, because your girl wants to lose some weight. And you know that this week it did definitely do a turnaround. I lost 7.3 pounds, so we're now at 215. I just weighed myself in the bathroom prior to getting on the camera, so I'm like super excited. We're still at 215, and it's just so great, you guys. It's so great, it's so exciting. I can't explain to you how thrilled I am. Like it's motivating me to really just stay on top and like not slack, and to learn different techniques and different things that are working for my body. Now, this is how I feel about this now, today, like sitting right now. And I do want to touch base on something, and like not to like put a damper on this whole positive mood that we just brought. But I really want to talk to you about something that I've noticed this past week, because I think it was last Sunday or like Tuesday or something like that. Between those days, I did have like a really down moment, so I wanted to bring it to you guys, because you know I told you guys I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Like I'm just going to let you know what I experienced, just in case it may help someone out there that may be thinking, going through the same thing, or have ever experienced. So basically, I sat there and, you know, I was having a hard time getting certain foods in. I think I was just trying to eat like tuna fish again. Like I said, I'm having still a little difficult time eating tuna fish, but I know that I need to eat because I just had finished working like 6 hours, and I only had like a couple light snacks, and you know, not enough to really like sustain me. So I needed to get some food in, and I was just feeling like one thing that I'm noticing 5 weeks out is that when I eat, like the feeling of being full like quickly is not comfortable. Like you just feel like you just it's not the same feeling that you had before the surgery, you know, like that feeling of full, like you're just like, you're satisfied, you're just like, ah, like now I can go take a nap. Like it's like the itis feeling. No, it's not that type of feeling. It's like I feel sick, like I kind of feel nauseous, like you kind of want to drink water, but you know you can't drink water because you just ate and you have to give yourself some time, and it's just it's frustrating. But so that's basically what I have been experiencing with that. And I have also been like, you know, wanting other foods. Like there's times where like, you know, you want like Mexican food, and that's why like I'm going to try to finesse something today. But like I wanted like a Chipotle bowl without like the rice and stuff like that. But with all like the vegetables and like the lettuce, and I don't know, I guess I got carried away and I got like some knockoff version from like Taco Bell, which I literally wasted my money. I literally wasted my money. Like, I bought it, smelt it the whole way home, and I remember I came home and the freaking dogs, they made a mess. One pooped in the crate. It was just, oh, so ridiculous. And it got so late. And by the time I went to go eat the food, I sat there and I was eating it and I'm just like, what the, like, what is this? Like, what, like, your body doesn't even want it. Like, it's crazy. It's the mentality of it. And like, that's like the really, really insane part, because I noticed something like right then and there. Like, I had to basically tell myself that it's time to reprogram. Like, it's really time to reprogram, because something that I thought about before is that before I had the surgery, I was really depressed because I was overweight and I wasn't comfortable with my body. One thing is for sure is that I was always comfortable with myself. If you ever talk to me and you know my personality, I'm a very confident, comfortable person in myself. But as for my body, I was always like shy about it. So when it came to that, and when it came to the types of foods that I was eating, like, it got to the point where I was just eating anything. I was just going out, eating junk, eating crap, whatever. Didn't even give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck about how my body was looking, because I gradually saw the weight gaining on me. But it just all became like a built up of depression, and I just wasn't like focused on it. So well, I was focused on it, but I wasn't like putting attention to it, if that makes sense, like for other people to know. So basically, with all that going on, you know, it made me decide, like, you know, I need to make a change. Like, I need to make a change that's going to benefit the rest of my life, something that I know that I can impact from for the rest of my life. And that's going to change the way I have a relationship with food, the way I eat, how my health is overall, like the way I sleep, how my, like, you know, physically feel. Like, because I told you guys, I physically have always been in pain, always had aches and things like that. So that's what I wanted to do. And then now, and also another a major factor on it is because, like, let's wrap around, it's like, you know, being overweight and you have this major depression, people feel like, okay, well, you get the surgery to solve this major depression. And I sat there and I contemplated and was like, no, like, you could seriously be like me, sitting there, have the surgery and be super depressed because you haven't figured out your mental. Like, you haven't actually sat there and figured out why you have these certain relationships with the food, and try to, you know, change the way you think about food. So my cat got a little crazy. So, but what I was trying to say was that it's like, you could be depressed before the surgery and you could still be depressed after the surgery, because you're sitting here and you're wanting all these different foods that, you know, you used to have. And like I said, like, there's people that I watch in here and they're like, no, I don't even want those foods. Like, I'm like, girl, God bless you, because, girl, I'm sitting here watching my man fuck up this taco, and I'm like, can I have some, please? Like, I'm like, good for you. Like, I still feel like I'm a human being. Like, I still have a nose. I still have senses. Like, I still see all these damn commercials and all these subliminal messagings about all these different foods. And at the end of the day, like, I'm a foodie. I know myself. I'm a foodie. So it's like, when you have a food addiction, yeah, you can sit here and be depressed over food. As stupid as that may sound, like, I want to sit here and I, like, because honestly, it's depressed over not just the food aspect of it, but depressed over food in the situation. It's like, okay, I work a hectic schedule, I come home late at night, and, you know, what I want to do is, like, I want to eat food that I actually enjoy. And I really enjoy Mexican food, and I really enjoy like, not necessarily just bad foods, but I enjoy different foods that I'm not physically able to eat right now. Not saying that I'll never be able to eat them, but I want them right now and I can't have them right now. So obviously that's why I get in my head. But the fact of the matter is the reason why I'm trying to explain this to you is that I'm still human. Like, we're still gonna have these thoughts and we're still gonna want these things. They're still gonna be around us, but it's really about our mentality and how we're viewing these things and really focusing on what our goals are and how our negative thoughts are not really going to impact us or benefit anything that we're trying to accomplish. And you know, I have a specific way that I want to look and feel, and I know that me getting down on myself about, you know, wanting to have like a chip here and there and like things like that, and like because that's what I've been like, you know, freaking out about is like, because my boyfriend might have like a couple of snacks like at nighttime, and I try to be good and I try to eat my watermelon, but sometimes like I want a chip, and you know, then I check the scale the next day and I see like the scale moved up a little bit, and it's like, you know, you're not necessarily supposed to be taking in those carbs, and yes, they may go down easy, and yes, like, you know, you may not feel the effects, but really, is that getting you closer to your goal, you know? So it's like, this is what I have to talk to myself about, and it gets really frustrating because you feel like no one can really get it. Like people look at you like you're, oh my god, you're freaking stupid. Like you're crying over food. Like, no, fucking food is good as hell. Like, when I was doing my research and looking online and talking to people and like even signing up in like one of the doctor's offices, I remember this one lady, she had the bypass, and she sat there and she told me that she never thought that her relationship with food would change the way it did. Like, she dreads eating food. Like, she dreads food now. And I don't want that for myself. And like, that's what scared me. And like, that's what also got all up in my head and got me like all worked up, is like, you know, I'll never be able to eat the same foods again. Like, I'll never be able to enjoy life. And you know, some people may be like, oh, it's just your young mindset. No, this is a mindset of a person that loves food, has a food addiction, and is trying to overcome it. It fucking sucks sometimes. Like, you just want to do things that you used to do that you're really comfortable with, and it's really, this is the time that we're like stepping out of our comfort zone and really grabbing a hold of what our weaknesses are and what things that, you know, we need to stay away from, and like, you know, things that we can't tempt ourselves with. And it's not about necessarily depriving and say, look, you can't have this, and you know, this is bad for you, like carbs are bad for you. No, like take the negative aspect of it and just more so flip it on. It's like, okay, is this decision that I'm doing going to benefit me? Is this decision that I'm doing going to benefit what my goals are, what my future is, or whatever the case may be? So if you think about it like that, instead of more so of a negative twist, I feel like it won't be so hard for us to adapt, to change to this lifestyle and change our mentality. I don't know, like maybe I was like on a little tangent there, but I just wanted to get that out there because I did have like a little moment this week, because you know, I think I've mentioned this before, but prior to surgery, and it's not necessarily because of weight, it's just like I had a very rough upbringing, but you know, I've suffered from depression and anxiety, and it's still something that I somewhat still deal with, but not as extreme as before. And I'm really handling it a lot better now, so I'm trying to get into this new lifestyle with surgery, adapting to it, and like really like just realizing like, wow, like you had like this major surgery, this is a major change, and like this is going to be how you're going to kick ass for the rest of your life. Like, this is something that I was so excited for, and I need to continue to stay excited for it. And I want you guys, if you guys are on this journey, or if you're ever thinking about getting this journey, something that you got to continue to stay excited for, because if you get down on it and if you think about the negative, or if you allow like these negative thoughts to get to you, it's going to turn out negative, and the process and the journey is going to be hell. You just don't want it to be that way. So okay, I feel like I was talking forever, but with that being said, I just really want to wrap this video up right here. I still wanted to let you guys know that I am 100% grateful for this surgery. I'm so grateful that I was allowed to have this tool and that I'm learning from it, because it's not only affecting my body, it's affecting my mindset, the way I have my outlook on life, the way I talk to people, the way I deal with people. I can share things with people that I never thought that I'd be able to share with people before. I've opened up and told you guys different things. I've told strangers different things, and it's like making me look at myself so differently, and it's very exciting. So I am very excited that I can be able to put this content out there and that you guys benefit so much from it. The gastric sleeve surgery, I'm not telling you guys that you have to go out there and get it, or if you're against it, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that it's something that definitely did benefit my life. I'm talking 5 weeks out, and you know, only 5 weeks, like only 5 weeks, and I'm super ecstatic, even though you guys do know the first 2 weeks were hell. And if you guys didn't check out those videos, I will link those down below. They were some interesting videos, to say the least. But I'm gonna wrap this up right here, and if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys comment down what other type of videos you would like to see in the future from me. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button before you go, and also that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload. And until my next video, you guys, bye.